Welcome everyone to round 4, the final round of September 23rd's Gundam card game night at Bulldog Community Gaming LLC. If you guys are looking to play some Gundam card game action, Bulldog Community Gaming LLC in Brownsburg, Indiana is the place to be. Tuesday nights, 6:30, $5 entry. Or if you guys are looking to catch some of this Gundam card game action live, check out the links down in the description below for Bulldog's Facebook and Twitch page. Games are streamed Tuesday nights at 6:30. In our final game, we are back with the Wing Gundam from round 1 that beat down my green-blue Zeon Agra against a different deck here. We'll have to kind of see what it is. So with that said, let's see who will take victory and win it all. Wing Gundam or our mysterious right side deck, and Wing Gundam is going second. So both our players have just finished up all of their siding. So we're immediately going to go for one resource on the left side of the board and immediately pass it. And then we're going to go for one resource on the right side of the board, the Wing Gundam side. And then we're going to tap it, immediately going to go for the overflowing affection. And we're going to draw 2, discard 1. Let's see what we are going to go for. The discard. The question is, will Wing Gundam win another week? I think Wing Gundam has won a lot of weeks. A lot of weeks at Bulldog Community. Again, being arguably one of the best decks of the format. So anyways, our left side players really taking a thought here. Anyways, we're going to go for the striker back to be discarded. We're going to go for a gun tank and a gym. I don't know about the gun tank. I feel like that's just a waste of its effect. So anyways, we're going to go for, of course, the desert base here. Immediately going to go for the 6 because, again, since we know we're dealing with some kind of blue strategy, we know that there could be addition of aggro. So anyways, we're going to go for the 𝐕𝐈𝐃𝐿, which again, you can tap it to give one of your units an additional HP. We're going to go for 3 damage onto our 4 damage because we did tap out the base. Actually, they deal 1 extra AP. Give one of our guys 1 extra AP. Doesn't really matter. They both swing even at 3-2 and or a 1-2. It all equals 4 in the end. So 4 damage onto the underground desert base. So this automatically tells me we're red. We have Cyber-Newtype, or red-blue Cyber-Newtype on the right side player. So we have arguably the 2 best decks of the format. Anyways, we're going to go after the gun tank deal. Then Kira's going to get that in the -1, so that we're no damage to the sword strike, and we're going to bounce back the gym, so we don't have to worry about it. Yes, you don't bounce back a gun tank, folks. Do not bounce back your opponent's ability to deal 1 damage to your wounded guy. Then we have a Zaku Mariner on the right side players board, which will immediately be getting bounced immediately back. Anyways, we're going to go for another desert base, immediately re-healing off that desert base. And then we're immediately going to go for the sword strike, bounce back the Zaku Mariner, and then kill off the Zeloa, the base, and then we're going to put out a Rit. So far, it looks like the Cyber-Newtype player is now up the wall because they are definitely under the pressure of the fact that they are missing a lot of stuff. That sword strike Gundam has basically been a nuisance to them this turn. Bouncing all their stuff back means that because everything has summoning sickness, there's no way for you to get a bunch of things set up. So anyways, we're going to pay 2 to get out a gym and then a Zaku Mariner, and then we're going to pay 3 to then draw 2 more. So basically just digging through our deck because we need to get our Kshatriyas, we need to see our OG Papa Gundam, we need to see our Marita Cruz. So basically in the name state, we just need to see our Kshatriya. The Kshatriya, once you see that, it maybe can get going into the game state. So anyways, the Rit is going to attack. We're going to hit in on unforeseen instance. We're going to hit a bounce back to Zaku Mariner, and then we're going to go for the L strike, and then do we have, no, because we don't have the pair. So anyways, the sword strike Gundam did deal 1 extra damage, hitting the Zaku Mariner out of shields, and then bouncing the Zaku Mariner back to hand. Yeah, once your opponent stabilizes one of these sword strike Gundams, for a lot of decks, it's near impossible to get yourself back into the game. I mean, everything coming in with summoning sickness, unless you literally can link it back with a pilot, with its specific pilot, is near impossible. And with the Zaku Mariner and the GMs not having any connection or any link pilots, they just come down immediately, are just going to be fodder for the sword strike. Sword strike, we're going to hit for it looks like we're going to go for battle bases effect. We're going to be able to do 2 damage over the sword strike Gundam because we deal 2 damage to a wounded unit. It deals 3 damage from when played out of hand. So anyways, we're going to go for the L strike to hit the base, and we're going to go for the sword Gundam. We're going to get a base lucky enough out. We're going to bounce back the Zaku Mariner. So the Boswellian base is back out once again. Again, our opponent has no blockers up, but unless we're going to go for the Kira, we're going to immediately go after the Yangsha, dealing back 3 damage on us, killing the base, Unfortunately, I believe that is going to be it, but I think that's pretty much it. We could say the Cyber-Newtype deck has zero to little no chance to come back at this game state. There are 4 bodies on the board, 3 bodies on the other side of the board. A 𝐒𝐓𝐀 is the only way you can actually maybe stabilize it, because 𝐒𝐓𝐀 can potentially kill off one of these things here. Because the 𝐒𝐓𝐀 can kill off one and then ping one for its effect. So anyways, we're going to go for the gun tank. Ooh, okay, so we're not out of this yet. We do have the gun tank. We're going to go for the 𝐕𝐈𝐃𝐄. The 𝐕𝐈𝐃, it looks like 𝐕𝐈𝐃 is going to go after the, unexpected. The incident is here. The unforeseen incident, that only deals 1 damage back to Wing Gundam. The 𝐕𝐈𝐃 there was set up to kill the Wing Gundam. 2 of the gems to go after, of course, the L strike there, so that we can remove it. And then, that gun tank just came in this turn. That does not really... Okay, well, I guess we just threw the gun tank in there for nothing. We do have the Marita Cruz. I'm not exactly sure that gun tank came in that turn. That is a complete cheat there by the right side player there. That gun tank did not come in. The Marita, so I suppose if that really does count for the 12, then this is a misplay. Definite misplay. Okay, so it looks like it probably didn't count towards the 12, thank goodness. Anyways, we're going to go for the Banshee. Banshee swing over the Rith, and then we're going to restand the Banshee by putting back the 12 in there, and then we're immediately going to kill that off. I didn't think it had breach. Okay, so I know the Marita Cruz deals 1 ping damage, so we deal 2 ping damage over to that. So okay, so I think I know what happened. 2 ping damage over the Rift to kill it, and then they swung 1 time at the base and another time over at Wing Gundam to kill it, and it looks like they put down a base as the last thing to do. Unfortunately, that shouldn't have even happened, if we're being a little honest. Anyways, it doesn't really matter. L strike, the Death Sight to kill off the Banshee, and then the first strike off of that will kill it. Then we're going to go for the Striker Pack to get the 2-4 Launcher Gundam, and I feel like we're just pretty much push. It's still the end for the okay, I was about to say, are they going to put out the Armor Array there? Looks like no, so we're just going to put out a Papa Gundam, the Banshee, Destroy Mode, 0-2 Unicorn Mode, and then a Zaku Mariner, and the rest of our hand is pretty much useless. So yeah, that was a misplay there. The gun tank came down that turn to deal 1 damage to kill off the Sword Strike Gundam. It did not have the ability to swing that turn. That is a misplay. And again, when you're struggling on the back foot, sometimes you do miss the fact that those units did come in play and cannot attack. That's why I say if you can get the chance, there are tokens out there, especially if you're someone who forgets that you just played that Gundam, a unit that turn. There are tokens out there that you can put onto your things to say they can attack. It's a good reminder to tell you, oh, hey, this can attack. But nonetheless, it definitely was the back foot for the Cyber-Newtype player against the Wing Gundam, because again, Wing Gundam was able to oust the board very easily, was able to stabilize their board, and with the ability of the Sword Strike Gundam not being basically dealt with for multiple turns, it was able to just clean the board and bounce stuff, and then basically just allow the Wing Gundam player to stabilize their board, while the Cyber-Newtype player was unable to stabilize their board at all. So with that said, you guys let me know your thoughts down in the comments. We definitely saw the 2 best decks of the format. Unfortunately, it looked like one of them could not find any pieces or stabilize their board state, which again, it could happen. That's kind of what we wanted to do in the game. We want to make sure our opponent can't stabilize their board state while we stabilize ours. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on the 2 games, on the 2 decks. What do you believe truly is the best deck? And also do add in there the blue-green Zeon Aggro, which I think creates a triangle between the 3 decks where all 3 of them have one at some big potential. I do think Wing Gundam maybe is the best, but I do think that there are times where I think also that the Cyber-Newtype deck is the best. But let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Let me know anything else I missed while the players were playing. Do give some good old feedback to both sides of them if they did miss anything else or they messed anything up. And with that said, do make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you know if I have my videos go live for you. I will see you next time on Modern Dragons TCG.